Hello, everybody. You've made it to week 6, and there's some interesting lecture content material this week about poetry and songs. A big part of this is I really want you to identify the poem and song that you want to write about, or 2 poems if you want to write about them. And so part of that is kind of deciding what makes a good selection. These don't take very long to read. So if you read one and then you find out there's no secondary sources to write about this, nobody's ever written a critique of this song or this poem, maybe you should move on to a different one. But look for the things that I'm teaching. And remember, a big part of being in college is learn the vocabulary that the instructor introduces and then find ways of using that vocabulary in a response paper, analysis paper. And you're going to be writing a paper very similar to the first 3 that you wrote during this summer term. There will be a bunch of generating exercises. If you've taken those seriously in the past, you realize how valuable they are. You can literally write 3/4 of your 4th essay if you just participate in these generating exercises. And if you put your heart into them, don't just write 1 or 2 sentences, spend a good 10 or 15 minutes on each generating exercise, then copy and paste them all into a Microsoft Word document and reorganize all of them into a series of sub-arguments that you can use to develop a thesis. You've done this now 3 times. It shouldn't be that hard. A couple of other things that I want to warn you about that we're coming up on, and that is that we will have a digital portfolio that you have to submit by July 25th. That's coming up pretty soon. If you put off all of your revisions until the last minute, like if you want to revise your first essay, I would start working on that now and don't wait until July 24th. In fact, many of you will want to set up a meeting with the Writing Center to work on revisions of paper number 1, paper number 2, and even paper number 3. And certainly do consider earning that extension for paper number 4, where I do have a due date published, but if you work with the Writing Center, you can earn a significant extension on the due date of paper number 4. Hope that all makes sense. Read the instructions very carefully. If you have any questions at all about week number 6, do not hesitate to send me an email. I'm always happy to answer your questions.